Why is confusion such a great tool for those who are in spiritual darkness and acting in wickedness? If a dysfunctional leader can keep us in a state of confusion, then we start to lose faith in our own judgment. At this point, we'll be looking for someone to show us the way, to map the terrain, because we won't trust our own cartography mapping of the situation. This can be when we start to fawn to someone who is acting in wickedness, because they're giving us the answers and they sound like they know and they seem pretty confident, and I'm not feeling confident over here at all. So then I start to follow someone who might be walking manipulatively and in wickedness. That is, until I start to realize that they are shifting the goalposts every day. The ceiling's in a different place every day. The wall's in a different place every day. And eventually I start to cotton on and think, hey, I haven't been wrong about this whole time. But it was easier for a time for us to trust them. And it harkens back to when we were children, and it stood in our favour to trust the caregivers around us. Now, for those of us who came from a dysfunctional family system, and maybe we are ACONs, that is adult children of narcissists, then we were living in a state of confusion from day one. And it's very disorienting, and we need stability as children, and we also need to be recognised by our caregivers. Therefore, we had no choice but to admire our parents amidst the confusion, even if they were causing the chaos. Because if we didn't play the roles that they had assigned to us, we risked being unseen. Now let's consider a baby in the wilderness with a tribe or something, and the parents have gone out to do something. Maybe they're hunting or fending off a ravaged beast or something. If that baby isn't seen, they will not survive. So we do what we need to survive. This is why we should not berate, or should is a shaming word, but perhaps it's best practice not to berate ourselves that we haven't adopted growing up principles yet, and we're still working with these shame principles guiding us that came from a dysfunctional family system. It was to survive. So forgive yourself.